freezing day. The sun's about to go down, and I literally was so close to finishing this exact video, and I just forgot what I was going to say. But then, rewatched it. I know what I'm going to say. Maybe I will forget it at minute 7. Who knows? If you think that my lips are shiny right now, yeah, I got Aquaphor on my lips just because when it's cold out, it's fucking snowing. Oh my god. What the heck? Those of you, when it's snowing out, lips get burnt. They get like super red and they get like cracked up, and it's just bad. So if you have that problem, just use Aquaphor. But if you want your lips to look like just better, after you brush your teeth at night, put on like just a decent layer of Aquaphor, and then when you wake up, your lips will look a lot better. Yada yada yada. This video is the problem with staying consistent. The problem with staying consistent is that you need to think on a broader scale when you fall into your ruts. So let's say this week you missed a day or you missed 2 days off your gym schedule, and you feel awful that you did that. You are shitting on yourself and you feel terrible, really. But if you just think to yourself, like 5 years ago, were you consistent in the gym? Were you even in the gym? We'll say maybe you have been lifting for years, right? What about 10 years ago? Were you consistent in the gym? Were you even in the gym? And if you're older and you're watching this video, what's up, man? Hey, why don't you think 20 years ago, 30 years ago, were you even in the gym? You know what I mean? Or what about you feel like time is running out for you to figure out what it is you want in life, like career-wise, or literally what you want to do for the rest of your life, and you feel like time is running out to figure out the decision of what you want. But the truth is that you can't be hard on yourself to have life completely figured out by tomorrow or by next week. When a month ago or a year ago, you weren't doing any of that shit. You weren't stacking little wins, and you were probably wasting time procrastinating and doing things that you perceived were important, but now that you see that they haven't helped your situation at all, really. Many people fail to ever start anything, and it's due to fear, but a lot of people wait for a perfect moment. When it's the perfect time, that's when I'll start. When I'm feeling amazing, that's when I'll do it. There's never going to be a perfect day or a perfect moment or a perfect anything in life. Well, that has to do with us, really. We cannot be perfect. So there can't be a perfect moment for us. There's only going to be moments. But I'm saying, there's perfect things. If you think the structure of Mount Everest, do you think that you could make that any better? If you were to create that, do you think that you would make that any better? No. It's perfectly. You could say that is perfect. But that's what I mean, with us. There's never going to be a perfect moment in your life that is going to be like, okay, this is the right time to start. No, that's not a thing. And so that was the first point, is to think on a broader scale whenever you fall into ruts. Because if you think about only you now and what you're doing right now, how can you tell how much progress you have without just looking back? One time, just look back. Where have you come? Lose the ego is my next point. Because you can't possibly think that consistently for years after years after years, you have been doing this bad habit, whatever bad habit you have, and all of a sudden it's new year, new me. I'm not doing any of that shit, or I'll never fall back into that old me. Bro, if you were jacking off every single day for years on end, and now, why are you getting down on yourself if you might be trying to go on no porn streak? Why are you trying to go why are you being down on yourself after failing after day 3, after a week, after going 2 weeks without watching porn, and you fell back into it, and now you're terrible. You feel so bad on yourself. Could the old version of you, the version of you years ago, who was doing it every single day, could that version of you do what you just did, go 2 weeks without it? No. So you have been progressing. You just have not been progressing as much as you'd like, at the speed of which you'd like. And as well as stop counting the days. Stop counting the days with your streak. If anything, it doesn't have to be porn, but we're just gonna stick with that, right? With no fapping, stop counting the days. Why are you counting the days? You were only counting the days so that you could tell someone that I went X amount of days, or I went this amount of time before I fell back into my old rut. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for being completely hard on yourself so you could improve as a person. But you have to be realistic with yourself as well. You have to be realistic with your goals. You can't say to yourself, this year, I will not watch porn one time. I will not jack off one time. If in 2023 you were doing it every single day. If in 2022 you were doing it every single day. What are you talking about? Why don't you set a little bit of a lesser goal? That way you could surpass that goal and then keep building on from that. If you just started to read this year, right? Let's get out of this porn section, right? If you just started to read this year, then don't tell yourself that you're gonna read 50 fucking books by the end of the year. Where is the logic in any of this? If you just started to work out as well, first year starting to work out. Now, instead of telling yourself, I'll go every single day, 365 days, I'll go every single day this year, why don't you tell yourself you're going to do 100 days? Last year you did 0. Why don't you tell yourself you're going to do 100 days? And by the time that you get to the 100th day, and keep it going, because 100 days is not much. You get to skip 265 days just to achieve that goal. So you're going to get to the 100th day and you're just going to keep it moving. And maybe by the end of the year, you hit 250. But there's two situations. The first situation, when you told yourself that you were going to go every single day, you were going to do this every single day, and you hate yourself for doing 250 days because you skipped 115. And in the other situation where you told yourself we're only going to do 100 days, last year you did 0. We're only going to do 100 days and you got 250, you love yourself for doing 250. Are you kidding me? That's incredible. That's really it. That's all I have. That is the truth. Is the problem with staying consistent is that sometimes we definitely are a little too hard on ourselves I would say it's because we see everyone's lives all around us, everyone who is doing better than you, right? You could see everyone who is doing better than you. And then you envy these people. And if you're not doing what they're doing, you feel like you're not progressing at all. Or you're not progressing as fast as them, so you're never going to make it. Or that's what your mindset is, right? That's the problem with staying consistent, is that you are making progress, just slowly. And if you aren't making as much progress as you, let's say, used to, then maybe you have to take a few steps backwards and start with the fundamentals again. Maybe you're just forgetting some of the fundamentals that were so easy to do that they're just routine now, that you really, and then sometimes through routine, you can slack off your routine. But yeah, that's really all I have for this video. The problem with staying consistent. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you tune into more videos coming soon. And yeah, man. Thanks for watching.